Hey Germs, what's up? Not too bad, but didn't get a lot done. I was hoping to get a lot more done than I did. And I did not. What about you, James? How was your day? Do anything different? What did you do when you went out? What'd you get? Pizza. Pizza Hut or or what? Oh. Ah. And how was it? How was the pizza? kind of pizza was it? Get anything fancy, or is it just a regular old pepperoni pizza? Meat lovers. Pepperoni, ham, or Canadian bacon and bacon? Is it 3? See, Australia, so I would imagine maybe even in Australia there might be something called meat lovers, but it's all vegan. That'd be kind of weird, kind of funny. Have you ever tried plant-based meat? It's okay. Although most of it, not really. It doesn't quite have the taste. It's definitely different. You can definitely taste the difference. And even, was it the doctor that I watch on YouTube, Dr. Mike? You know, he talks about how all these substitute are generally meant to be healthier, but in actuality, it's not as healthy as the actual meat itself for the most part. Because there tends to be a lot more sodium because it has to make up for it in the flavor. So it tends to do it in the sodium area, which is not good. You need sodium for sure, but the amount is ridiculous. So the meat alternatives are not as healthy as people think they are. Man, I am painting off screen, aren't I? Oops. Hopefully I can finish this tonight. I'm trying to put a rush on this because I won't be able to stream tomorrow. There'll be no stream tomorrow due to the fact that the tournament starts like super early in the morning. So I have to go to sleep. I won't have time to paint. So this is the, in terms of the list that I'm running, this is the last model that needs to be painted, and I have a fully painted army. And when I say fully, I think it's fully newly painted too. Not the old paint. Not the super dark, dark blue. Touch up on a lot of areas that needs covering up, or repainting, should I say? Covering up. Yep, covering up. This, I'm gonna have to miss this entire segment here. I think that's everything painted. And the gunmetal that needs to be painted. The varnishes, guys, tonight, but I don't have too much paint. I have the red, the gold, and then the eyes, so white and then red. And then I just gotta do patch work. What do you need help with? New army. Wait, how many armies do you have, and what's this new army that you're speaking of? You gotta play your army before you get new army. Again, I'm not exactly, I can't give you maybe specifics of armies, but I can give you ideas of like what to run, and maybe you you don't, what do you mean you don't like your knights or Tyranids? What makes you not like them? How could you hate? They're pretty awesome armies. I was actually gonna go Tyranids too, because I bought this one thing. Don't hate them. Just put them in your naughty corner for now. So what need to help with an army, and the reasoning behind, maybe, I don't know if the reasoning behind it's really necessary. I mean, you haven't played them, so that's the thing though. You can't really say you don't like them. Well, how do you mean 80% chaplains? You can't run 80% chaplains. believe most character models are locked to 3 at max, unless the army allows you to bypass that. Which I don't think a lot of them. I think just 3 Primaris, Chaplain, 3 Adjudicators. Well, I mean, and Mastodon. Ooh, I'm not a Dark Angels player. Although, Dark Angels? Hellbrick's Black Templars, never mind. Dark Angels. Although, I'll say that the Chaplain's ability is like +1 to wound, isn't it? And I was going to actually run Chaplains too because of that. Oop, too much. A little bit much. So, what are you going to run with the Primaris Chaplains though? What are they going to be in group with? And then, I'm assuming the Adjudicator you're going to run with Blade Guard Veterans. It's typically what they run with. Well, it depends on what you run with them. You know, obviously, I guess it depends on what Terminators you're gonna be running with the Chaplains. You're gonna run the Assault Terminators. You're gonna run the regular Terminators. Judicator, you're gonna run them with regular Assault Intercessors, or you're gonna run them with Blade Guard Veterans. The Primaris Chaplain. You know, what else are you running these guys with? I'm assuming they're not gonna be solo. That's not good if they're gonna be solo. If they're gonna be with a group, what's the group? First and foremost. I mean, look, I'm all about having fun. So if you really like, you know, running Chaplains, then I say go for it. Some Chaplains leading. No, no. You do not include heroes without them leading something. The reason why being is because there are most leader abilities. They require to be leading something. It's really weird to say. It's like, I can do all this only when I'm leading someone. Once everyone's gone, I am lazy and I am incapable of doing what I was capable of doing. It's really weird. But I'd say it could be a waste of points to run Chaplain solo, or any hero solo, generally speaking, except for maybe captains, because captains sometimes don't have, like, when they're leading a unit kind of deal, but chaplains do. So I guess perhaps then the only time you run anything solo is if you don't have, like, while I'm leading a unit type of ability, because then you're losing essentially half their abilities. Need this red. Yeah, because I mean, there's a reason why you run chaplains is because they have a nice ability, which is +1 to wound, I believe. You can run them with intercessors. You can run them with Blade Guard Veteran, but intercessors, assault intercessors, by the way, because this is what I plan on doing. I plan on running a chaplain. Maybe stop focusing on my thumb. I plan on running a chaplain. With assault intercessors, because assault intercessors ability is I get to reroll ones to wound. If they're on an objective, if what I'm attacking is on an objective, they get to reroll all the wounds. So that +1 to wound makes it easier to wound them, but I also get to reroll ones to wound. So if I'm wounding on 2s, I'm basically getting full rerolls. If they're an objective, I get full rerolls regardless. And I guess the only thing they don't get the benefit of is, like, the Gladius Task Force has it where you can get Lance and additional armor penetration. So it can be AP2 chainswords. Um, but I'm willing to sacrifice that with the chaplains because they're just volume of attacks. So, and sometimes maybe your chaplain and their assault intercessors maybe you do want to still give them the that ability where you get an additional AP on your weapons. I don't know if Dark Angels has something like that as a stratagem. But AP2 chain swords with full rerolls to wound and full rerolls to hit because of Oath of Moment. I mean, come on now. What's not dying there? And +1 to wound because of the chaplain. So that's what I want to run because they're cheaper than Blade Guard veterans per se, and cheaper than we call those thick boys, aggressors. Like I don't have them here. My captain in Gravis armor has double power fist. He has, is it 4 attacks on 1, 3, 7. Yes, no. 6, 7, 8, 9. No. 5. Has maybe I think he has 4 attacks on the main head fist and 1 attack on his extra attacks power fist. So it's 5 total attacks, I think. But I give him this enhancement that says he gets +1 attacks to all his melee weapon and +1 to strength to all his melee weapons. So he has 5 and then 2, which is 7 attacks. But whenever he's in the assault doctrines, he gets +2 to all the weapons, +2 to attacks and +2 to strengths. So he has 6 and 3. No, it needs to be 10 total. But he has 10 attacks total on the whenever he's in the assault doctrine with strength 10 weapons. And if I give him the lance ability, so not only is he strength 10, he has 10 attacks +1 to wound and an additional AP, so it's AP3 power fist. The only problem he doesn't have, it's not twin linked, so he doesn't get reroll the wounds like the other aggressors with double power fist. I think that can be like a bit much, but come on, man. He double power fist like the other brethren. Why can't he get that stuff too? Why can't he get reroll the wounds? He has double power fist. I have a feeling if they did do that, that they're gonna remove they're gonna say it's not extra attack anymore, but they'll say it's it makes it twin linked. So it'll just be the 1 power fist twin linked. I don't know if I'm willing to sacrifice. I don't know how many attacks it is. It's got to be 1 attack, then making that 3. Oh, so the power fist has to be 5 base. But there's a captain. If you get a captain, run him in the Blade Guard veteran with the banner. The captain has an ability. I don't know if the Dark Angels has this captain or not, which I want to do. Which I did have a captain in Storm Shield and a sword, so he can lead a Blade Guard veteran squad. This captain has I think has 5 attacks with his sword, right? Now let me double check all this so I can be a bit more accurate. Alright, let's see. Captain, my captain, melee. So, okay, wow, okay. So Mastercrafted Power Weapon has 6 attacks. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's start off with just the captain, right? The captain's power sword has 6 attacks. His ability is a once per game ability that gives him 3 additional attacks and devastating wounds. So that makes it 9. And then if he's attached to a Blade Guard veteran with the banner, like the banner for the Blade Guard veteran, it has also an ability that does once per game that gives everyone in the unit plus one more attacks. So your captain can be attacking on one turn with 10 attacks. Yeah, so he normally starts off at 5. Wait, is it 5? Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, sorry, let me start all over. He has, no, 6 attacks. It's 6 attacks, right? So he has 6 attacks. You give him this, at least for my detachment, I can give them this ability, enchantment, sorry, that gives him 1 additional attack. So he'll have 7 base. But whenever he's in the Assault Doctrine, he'll get actually 1 more. Only while he's in the Assault Doctrine. So when he's in Assault Doctrine, he has 8 attacks at the moment. But if it's not, it's just 7. Because of the enhancement, it gives him plus 1 more. So we'll say he's in Assault Doctrine, so he has 8 right now. He also has an ability that says it's a once per game that gives him 3 more attacks. So that makes it, he's in 11. And the Blade Guard veteran banner guy has a once a game ability as well to give everyone in the squad 1 additional attack, making it 12. So your captain with a power sword has 12 attacks with devastating wounds. And because of the enhancement, it's not just a strength 5 weapon, he gets plus 2 more because of the enhancement. It's a strength 7 power sword. And if you use the stratagem that I have for my Gladius Task Force, you can give him plus 1 to wound and plus 1 AP. So it's crazy. 12 attacks on 1 turn only, though. Normally outside of, yeah, it's pretty crazy, but in its devastating wounds too, so you have a very high chance of just bypassing armor altogether. But normally though, the sword has 6 attacks, and then the enhancement will give him 1 additional just at any given time. So you can have a captain with 7 attacks base, but if he's an Assault Doctrine, he can have 8 attacks base. It's pretty ridiculously high. Now with yeah, I guess the other captain can't quite do it, but he has Power Fist. So again, like the different kind of combos that I want to play with. That's why I have a captain with a power sword and a shield, so that he can lead a Blade Guard veteran squad. And I want to try that. Like different things. Look at your individual character's ability, and look at the squads that they can lead's ability. See what kind of goes well together. Again, like a chaplain gets reroll to wounds. I'm sorry, no, it gets plus 1 to wounds. So what can benefit from that? Assault Intercessors can. Because I don't know if your Assault Intercessors are different from mine or not, but Assault Intercessors allows you to reroll 1s to wound. Let me see. I don't know if it's only if they charge though. Let me see their rules. So just regular Assault Intercessors, not with the jump pad. Oh, their battle line. I forgot. Oh, their battle line too. Okay, so yeah, exactly. And so Assault Intercessor has targeted intercession. Each time this model unit targets an enemy unit with a melee attack, reroll a wound roll of 1. If that enemy unit is within range of an objective marker, you can reroll the wound roll instead. So that plus 1 to wound makes it easier for them to wound stuff, but you also get the rerolls of if the opponent's not on objective, then you can at least reroll the wound rolls of 1. And if they're on objective, you get the full reroll the wound roll. So a good combo. That's what I do plan on having. I plan on having an Apothecary with an Assault Intercessor squad that they're, I'll put them in reserve so it's a threat for anyone trying to kind of extend their lines a little bit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the best thing to do is look at combinations and see what works well. Chaplain plus 1 to wound. I think it's only in melee. Let me double check that. Chaplain. I think all chaplains has plus 1 to wound. Yeah, so while this model's in the unit, each time the model unit makes a melee attack, or melee, whatever you look, add 1 to attack. So whenever you have chaplains, look for melee units that are good. Jump pad. Where's the jump pad guy? Jump pack, chaplain. So still +1 to wound. Oh my god, chaplain with a jump pack with jump pack infantry. Oh, that's crazy. The amount of mortal wounds coming in there is crazy. Okay, I need to start painting because I need these things to dry and then I can varnish it hopefully. But yeah, so the Terminator chaplain will also have that +1 to wound, but sadly enough, the Terminators themselves don't have like twin link stuff. The aggressors do with the Power Fist, but not the Terminators. But then again, you are Dark Angels. I don't know what they have. And maybe they have better weapons, like additional AP or additional attack, which, again, +1 to wound is going to be always helpful. I mean, that's better than +1 to strength. You just gotta play. You can thank me by playing. And then I will accept your thanks. Not the only parchment he's got. I guess so. Huh. And again, you know, it's probably not competitive or whatever, but if you're having, I mean, maybe it is competitive, who knows, because that's how competitive lists are kind of discovered, you know, by just trying out different things and then all of a sudden saying, oh crap, this is actually really good. Does it kind of, well, probably not. I think usually things are only able to attach to, like, with captains, I think. Under my feet, another cup of coffee and me, that's what I need. My eyes puffy, I can't see. I'm too tired to function, but too lost to sleep. Hey, I think I need to be on something medication. One on this guy too. That makes it a little bit easier. Oh, this guy has one as well. Okay. I'm lost deep in my mind that I've created. I have dreams when my life is devastated. Feel so real that I wake up shaking. Need thick skin cause this life is no haven. Nod your head if you get what I'm saying. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah. What am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah. I can't think straight, need the light. Yo. So yeah, whenever I rebuild armies, just look at what their ability is, see what works with them, what they can lead, and see if it's worth even having. I don't know what kind of Terminator. You have like a special Terminator squad that I don't, so I don't know what their capabilities are. I mean, you could take a look at them to see if that again, +1 to wound is going to help with everything in general, but maybe they have an ability that really works well with it. Again, like the Assault Intercessor has that reroll 1s to wound, and then rerolls to wounds in general. And this is needs to be watered down. I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'll go get it. You hear me loud, man, Come on, water. Move down a little bit. Maybe too much. What let me know what your Terminators do, your special ones. What is their ability? The Dark Angel Special Terminator Squad. Like, don't they have like an Inner Circle Terminator Squad or something like that? I'm curious as to what their ability is. Don't you have the codex for them or something? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you did. You do kind of have to have the codex to understand what the capabilities of your army is, you know? You haven't. Well, I guess this could go for both. And there's an app that I don't know how it exists, but called Battle Scribe, and you can go to that, get that app on in whatever store that you have, and it'll have units abilities and stuff. It's free as well, I believe. I haven't used it in a little bit because um, I'm paying for GW stuff at the moment. But I normally would use Battlescribe because it's free. You can tip them and whatnot, but there are other army builders out there too. I don't know if they give you like a full list of abilities and stuff. So I know Battlescribe is one, but they sometimes struggle to keep it up to date because certain issues, like the original owner, and then maybe GW or something. Yeah. It's I haven't used it in a little bit ever since I paid for 1 year subscription on GW stuff. And plus, if you yeah, you can just check that out, and you can see, like, I'm not sure what it's capable of anymore, but it used to be able to see all abilities and stuff, like everything's listed there, so you don't have to have the codex to look at whatever abilities you have. Because GW, obviously you have to buy the codex, and then it's all unlocked on the app for you.
I will decide my fate and I will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shake me, I'll be damned. Planet on the ground is where I stand. Never give up, that was always the plan. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone.
I gotta get my 3D printer going again. See about making some sword arms and stuff, so I can convert a lot of the extra Marines that I have into assault intercessors, especially the Hellblaster Marines. They may have been useful, you know, because they auto hit, which is great. You don't have to roll the hit, especially with Overwatch. Okay, he's done too.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it. Rumors all around say her body is fantastic. All natural, not a piece of fur is plastic. Head to her toes, yeah, they say that she's a latch. Yeah, the whispers all around say she has a reputation. Don't believe it till I see it, so I want a demonstration. And I've always learned it better with a hands-on education. So I need a private session if you get what I am saying. And they say that she's not easy, no, she's really complicated. But that only makes it better, and it's got me so fixated. And I'm not the type to wait around, I've never hesitated. But she's got me captivated, so the game, I'm gonna play it, yeah. You got a body like a cocaine. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a cocaine. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body.
Jeez, I'm painting way off screen.
You're hated by your girlfriends, 'cause all the guys want you tonight. Yeah. They say she's too hot, they say she's too cold. Where she came from, nobody really knows. They say she looks young, they say she acts old. From everything I've heard, she gets out of control.
Alright, oh yeah, I forgot gold is another thing I have to paint. What is next? The bleach bone for the parchment.
Show just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know. Better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it.
Okay.
Be obsessive, oh I know.
Next is the eyes, and then the gold, and then patch up work. I realized, excuse me, I bought this, 10 of them for $4. Now they went up in price to $5 for 10. They gotten super expensive. I will say this thing has held up really, really well. I suggest if you do download that app, go ahead and make like a 500 point list, a 1,000 point list, and a 2,000 point list. Reason why being is if you haven't played, you want to play with a smaller army. 500 to 1,000 is roughly the right point. And then 2,000 is when you get a bit more experience. At least you have an idea of, you know, what kind of models you want to get and play, or even just play with the models that you have. Okay, time to get the gold. Clean this. Alright. Yeah, 500 is a great starting point. I don't think you'd be running, you know, 3 Judicators, 3 Primaris Chaplains, and 3 Chaplain Terminators with 500 points. But you can play with, you know, maybe 1 or 2 of them. And you have to take account into like an anti-tank too. Just in case. Do you have any anti-tank stuff? Alright, gold. You know what? Nah, I was gonna say I was gonna try out new gold, but it's like, nah. What kind of dreadnought though? There's 1,600 types of dreadnoughts. There's the Ballistus, the Berserk one, which is called the Brutalis, and there's the Redemptor one, Redemptor Dreadnought, which I wish it was named Dreadnought Redemptor, like Dreadnought something. Dreadnought Ballistus, Dreadnought Brutalis, Dreadnought Redemptor. That way they're all kind of together. It'd have been too easy. Gun and head, huh? Oh, hand. Ah, so the Redemptor one. Those are super expensive. They're like 230 points, I think. I have it. I have one myself. Here, let me. It's too far away, so I'm not gonna go grab it. Yeah, the Redemptor is the more expensive one because it's very capable of both shooting and melee. I wouldn't say it's an anti-tank necessarily though, just because its anti-tank capabilities are mostly in melee. The gun itself is mostly anti-elite. I mean, you can use it to take out tanks, but they'll struggle a bit. But if your rolls are hot, then it doesn't matter. Did you magnetize the arm, by the way? Like the guns, at least? Because you'll always have the power fist, but the fist, I mean the guns, you can swap out. Ah, nice. Dude, I wish you had, I wish I could see your stuff. So that thing has the assault cannon and the plasma cannon, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, I'd go with the plasma for sure. I think it's pretty strong actually for a plasma weapon, if I remember correctly. The stats are just like so much better than regular plasma. The only problem with the plasma is that it is always going to be strength 8 when you overcharge it. So it will struggle with tanks, but the AP when you do wound with it is pretty devastating because I think it's AP 3. Have to do patch-up work after this for these guys. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. Yeah, most armor is like toughness 10. So the way you work out how to wound stuff is based on the strength of the weapon and then the toughness of the vehicle. So if your strength and their toughness are equal, then you need a 4 or better. If your strength is higher, then you need a 3 or better. If your strength is double their toughness, then you need 2 or better. And then the reverse works the same. So if their toughness is higher than your strength, you need 5 or better. And if their toughness is double your strength, then you need 6s. So a lot of tanks are toughness 10, some are 12. So with the plasma, you're never going to need 6s per se, but you'll at least need 5s. But I think the plasma has like a D6 plus 3 shots with blast, but the blast is not going to do anything. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So you do know some of the rules then. But yeah. So yeah, I mean you have a chance, but you know at least if you roll at six though, on that number of attacks, so you have a pretty high chance. I think the damage is like three or four too, so it's pretty crazy if you do actually get it across.
It's too late now. I remember everything and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be. Sometimes I'm feeling high, but sometimes I'm feeling low. I wanna stay inside, I could call my bed my home. I've been trapped inside my mind, that's what keeps me in the zone.
All right, all right, all right.
Fine, but I do not really know, yeah. It's too
One more and then patch up and then gloss. Sweet baby Jesus.
just someone that's new. I speak my mind so free, so you could hear the truth. Yeah, I know that we all have fear. In the back of our minds we hear the devil that's in our ear. Let it push you to see more clear. I don't wanna think about the pain no more. Everybody's not the same. We all open different doors. Yeah, we've all got different brains. That's what keeps starting these wars. I just stay within my lane. Hope my words even score. I just try to keep it real. Find a way to buy a meal. Find a way to make a deal. Find a way to help us heal. I don't wanna have regret. That's what pushes me to get everything I wanna get. Work with every single breath, yeah. I know that we all have fear. In the back of our minds we hear the devil that's in our ear. Let it push you to see more clear. I know that we all have fear. In the back of our minds we hear the devil that's in our ear. Let it push you to see more clear. She says that she loves me, she just wants to fuck me. Got me feeling something, got me feeling nothing. Alcoholic junkie, says she thinks I'm funny. Think I might get lucky.
Oh gosh, I keep painting outside
She
the
says she wants my necklace, put her on the guest list. Hope I don't regret this, hope I don't regret this. I'm feeling hella reckless, cashing all my checks rich. The keys on my neck, shit, she's on the offensive. I do not know my set list, still I'm gonna get lit. Yeah, I have a death wish, live until I'm breathless. I'ma stay progressive, she gon' say obsessive. Life is so expensive, do everything excessive. I think my brain's defective, yeah.
There we go. Nice. I'm gonna do some patchwork. Oh.
You think I learned my lesson, yeah. And we ain't getting no sleep.
I'm gonna make sure I want to get this guy done.
These girls don't even know me.
Uriel Ventress with a new helmet. Guess I don't like his unhelmeted head. Everyone gets a helmet in my army. No one goes unhelmeted. I guess except for Titus. Sorry. Titus even gets a helmet. Labrius Tigurius. Screw him because he's all metal and I don't want to chop off his head. Where's he at? Oh, he's over there. And like, and my librarian here, I would put a helmet on him, but that is pure pewter, and I don't know how to cover that up. I think I have an idea though. Actually, I don't know. I have an idea. I genuinely have an idea that might work. It's gonna be hard, but I think I could do it. Also, need to find a way to cover. I lost his hand. It's tiny. And also the thing in the top too, the book that's supposed to be up there. Man, I don't know where that went. Gotta find it though, if I can. All right, patch up work. Actually, let's do this.
These girls don't even know me. Like Drake, I'm getting trophies. You want it, girl, then show me.
God, Lord.
And we ain't getting no sleep.
Man, I keep needing a poker. I keep, oh, here it is, I forgot. I do have kind of one. Drill meant to put holes into models. I'm using it to freaking clear jams. But, you know what, it's still put to good use. Alright. I need to put a little cloth there. I wonder, let's see. See if this will help preserve it instead of it seems to keep drying and these caps are not completely sealed. That sounds like Eminem. There we go. Pack it in there like a musket. Let's see if this will close now. Ooh, no. Oh no, it's too thick. Okay, so it needs to be a little bit thinner than this. Or a lot thinner. Stuff it like a musket again. And hopefully that will keep it sealed. There we go. A little rough. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Alright. Last run through these guys. And then need to let them dry and then varnish them up. Just kind of touch up paint where kind of blue has kind of left the party in a sense. Like up here. Social media has got me going crazy lately. Everything's inflated, mainly everyone's invaded. Privacy is naked, and I really hate it. God, I really hate it. I just wanna make it through all this fake shit. Living in the real life, living for some real times. Talk about the real climb, passionate in real rhymes. Steal time back from my 9 to 5, taking back Might need black too to kind of patch up the black areas. Man, this free music is a little much. Can you hear it?
Everybody on the top got the same sound. Everything I'm about to drop, make a name now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Yeah, I ain't never gonna be the same now.
Like, is it loud or is it just like a kind of a background? I want it to be more like a background sound more than it being like, you know.
Ain't nobody ever gonna ever stop me. And I know that I could be a little cocky. That's the byproduct of hard work. No, it's not free. I'm at a top speed. I think you lost me. Do not cross me. I keep dropping all these hits and I know that they watching. They keep showing up in my place, always knocking. Knock, knock, bitch. I've been standing right here. Been over 3 years and then you just got here. Man, get me a beer and open up the mirrors. Let me show you now what you've been missing for years. Call it premiere. I can take a boy's name and smear, or take it up a gear and end your career and make you feel fear, or make you disappear. Cause I am right here. We're not going nowhere. Everybody on the top got the same sound. Everything I'm about to drop, make a name now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Yeah, I ain't never gonna be the same now. I'ma tear up this
Like loud much? I definitely need to turn it down then. I don't want the music to be loud. Just want it to be in the background kind of thing. Let me turn it down. There we go. Hopefully that's just like you can hear it, but I can't scratch my ear. Have my headphones on. Okay. That's a lot of patch-up work. And it sounds like it's all from the same guy. This is supposed to be a compilation made by a YouTuber of a whole bunch of copyright-free songs, and I think this guy has a lot of songs, I guess. Okay. Oh! I need to scratch my ear. Oh. Let me fix my hair too. Jesus, I need to get a haircut. It's ultra long and it's annoying, and it gets in my ear. So it's whenever I put on headphones and the hair gets in my ear, it's time to get a haircut. Especially if it gets in my eyes, which one hair did, and I cut it off. Don't care.
Couple glasses, you could be my captive. Baby, be proactive. She looking so attractive. Dressed with the backlist, we can make it happen. You could be the captain, I'll take you to the cabin. house mansion, and she used to act in, but I ain't casting. Oh yeah, I woke up on my mattress next to a savage.
Okay, I think he was mostly done to begin with. Last color to do patch-up is going to be black, because that can cover up a lot of things. Even the gunmetal. Gunmetal and black almost look very similar. I can't do... I hate the Vallejo black. It's terrible. Don't know why. I don't know if they have another black though. I wonder if Vallejo has another black other than their black. Their black just sucks. Actually, as a matter of fact, I want to give it away. Channel giveaway, guys. Vallejo black. This one is Mars black. Liquitex has another black. I think it's Granite, which I don't know if there's a difference or not. There's gotta be, right? I mean, why else would it make another black? So, to kind of some cover up. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words. Gonna be a star, man, life's like a blur. When you're working this hard, till you get what you deserve. Yeah, I ain't taking a backseat, I'm passing. Anybody else who is rapping, I'm nasty. Ain't nobody. So this is just to cover up a lot of missed paint. Typically it's going to be in the black areas, because sometimes it's hard to see what's been painted or not. This doesn't seem too bad. I definitely got to start painting my I have some O12 that I gotta paint, because next Saturday is Infinity tournament, which I'm going to be participating in as well, and I haven't played that very much, and I need to, so I can get back to learning the rules again, because I forget. Okay, he is officially done. Oh crap, and I drop him. Yes! That's what these models are here for. Actually, yeah, you can kind of see them, those models right here. I only really need to paint like one of them, but one of each actually. Or, not really. I think just one and one, I think. And it's good, but I want to paint them all. Because I paint in batch colors, so, you know, why change colors when I can still work with the color that I'm on. So, but I have 1 week to do that as well after 40K. And also I'm participating in like an event that's going on, which I haven't played at all. Just because I want to play 40K. Try to change me till I'm dead, pushing up daisies. I'm alone in the crowd, I won't feel down. I got hope right now, and I know I'll be found. I don't really care just what all other haters gotta say. I know everything I do is gonna make them fade away. So I think after this, it's going to be Infinity for a few minutes. He is done. Ah! There you go.
near? You hear the voice in your ear? Can you start to see clear? Are the bad thoughts near? Or can you be where your feet are? Yeah, when you stand right here and say no. I'm never gonna give up, I'm never gonna slow. The one that doesn't give up never loses to a foe. The one that could show to myself I could go all the way to the top, can't stop. I'm a soldier, always closer till it's over. Older, but I'm bolder, moving forward, older, never slower. Get to know ya, don't go make me drop my shoulder. You need to believe you can achieve everything that you dream, everything that you need is in the air that you breathe, it's in the mind that you feed, it's in the time that you bleed. Every second of life is another blessing to me. And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be
I think he
something,
is also done. I gotta double check the first guy.
all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me. If you wanna be something,
And I drop him, of course.
yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's what you need when you're down, need when you're out, it's what you need when you're sad.
I don't
And when
think he
you feel
touched the
left out,
paint
you
though.
feel an energy drought and then creeps out, but with a little bit of hope you can figure it out. Let's go. Keep your head high, even when you're down inside. Through the pain you fight, and through the painful nights you keep striving, keep trying, keep driving, rising, keep thriving, surviving. Nothing's in your way but yourself. Don't need nobody's help. You can make it through this hell. Take it one step at a time.
And there's still some blue that I missed, and I thought it was done. There we go. Okay, now they need to. Oh no, there he did touch paint. I see it now. It's gun. That's a perfect spot too.
That's right. Sometimes all we really need is hope.
Okay,
I wanna feel alive, feel the
I
blood
think that's
inside my
all.
veins. I wanna slow the time, will you slow it down with me? I think I need to find what it means to be okay. It's broken by design, can't
Alright, I need to also start my second print on my 3D printer. I've been printing terrain pieces. I want to see if it's all good or not. Okay, almost there. It's like the final lap.
Wish I didn't feel this way, but with this kind of mind I will figure out my lane, yeah. It's the highs and the lows, the change and the woes, all the fame on the coast and the pain no one knows. I want the time just to slow.
Alright.
My mind's feeling low, say I'm fine, but I know that I might feel unfelt. In the worst kind of way, you took all of my time and didn't give it back to me. Wasn't enough, and I don't know what to say. You wanna fall in love, but don't wanna feel it.
Let's see. Oh man. Let me see my 3D print. It is done. Yay, a wall is finished. Alright. All the gold is done too. So now it's just a varnish. You know what? I could use that gold right now. And paint up some not let it go to waste.
Yeah. I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful laws and packs. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're just freaked out. Get ready for defeat now, I'm gonna make you bleed out. Listen on repeat now and
Lieutenant
Titus.
Titus.
Make a change, don't remember yesterday. If you got something to say, speak your mind before your grave. Cause your life is yours to save. Ain't nobody gonna change, everybody stays the same. So be different, make a name, huh?
Alright, so I'm gonna paint them up while I let these guys dry, because varnish is gonna be a bit harsh. So I think once I get all the gold painted, maybe a few of the other things, they will be ready for varnish, and then that is it. So again, no stream tomorrow because I'm gonna have to go to sleep early for the tournament, and I'll probably be at the shop late because they close at midnight. Because I guess Friday Night Magic.
It's ridiculous, I'm spitting this meticulous and limitless, while others out there spitting shit got hits up on the charts. It's it. I see why other artists quit, cause people don't reward good shit. They love to hate but hate to live. Society is swing and miss, and honestly I get it. Promise me you won't regret it. Wasting energy, forget it. Don't look back, go on and get it. Bite the bullet just a bit, bite your tongue and don't say shit. Make your actions hard to miss, be a legend not a myth. Yeah. It's obnoxious that I'm conscious, rapping honest as promise. Try to harness as an artist, stay modest. It's a long quest, I will not quit.
This guy sounds so much like Eminem for the most part. At least the way he raps, is the flow, I suppose.
Until it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward.
Yeah, Eminem that raps, you know what I'm saying? The rapper. They have the peanut Eminem rapper, and then they have the milk chocolate rappers. They have the peanut rappers, you know, all those rappers.
I don't get what I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you all listen to me, cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it. I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being honest. I'm just doing everything I promise, cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist. And I know I'm not the smartest, and I know I'm not the brightest, but I promise you that I'ma be the one that worked the hardest, cause I promise you that I'm just getting started.
Which is your favorite Eminem rapper? Mine is it the Pretzel? Get in the bowl meme's always there. What? I don't know about that meme, Knight. Never seen it. Get in the bowl. I need to look that up. don't know if this U is gold or white, but it's gonna be gold. Something about M&Ms or what characters? Oh, ha! I definitely gotta look that up. As soon as I finish this U here. There we go. Still need to get the fine point though, because there are some areas where this is a little too thick. This is talking about, Eminem is talking about loans and degrees are worth more than the degree itself. Entrepreneur, he says. Alright, time to fix his eyes a little bit. Some of the other stuff painted. Ooh, man. I'm going kind of late, but I kind of gotta. Hopefully it's not. I was gonna say I hope it's not Eminem again. God dang it, Eminem, what you doing on here? Let's see, is there any more purity seals on this person? Okay. Actually, I need to... Before I finish that one purity seal, I need to get the background done first. Hands got wet.
control of fate now, I control my flow. And I know that I'll be great, how putting on a show. I know that I'ma stay loud, drowning out the noise. The haters always thinking that they could fucking break me. They're better off eating their own words like pastries. Hate me, and you better find some fucking safety.
Still Eminem.
Coming in hot like a bad bitch and pasties. They can't save me, no I ain't lazy, no. But society has me going so crazy, yo. Don't blame me, no my mind's hazy, yo. And I'm sick of me feeling this way daily. Always live my life till it's over, and I will not forgive those who hold me down. And I will never give up, I'm moving.
I think I can do that with a bit of a bigger brush. That'll make it a little bit quicker. Back to that last purity seal. Okay, and then we can do the rest with a thicker brush. It'll go a lot quicker. I don't know if this linen cloth is supposed to be bleach bone too. After I paint this though, I think I'm gonna go ahead and varnish up the boys and then call it, because I gotta go to sleep. Hey, it's not Eminem. Hopefully. Alright, time to put him up. Getting pretty close to being done with Titus over there. Actually, let me take a look at his freaking cloth there. Let's see, is it? And it is not, actually. It is like a grayish color. Guess what? It's gonna be bleach bone, like everyone else's, Titus. You're a part of my chapter now. It's gonna be kind of hard to paint that. Get a layer on there at least. He's going to be Codex compliant paint scheme. the codex approve of this paint color. Hey, what's up, Drake? You're catching the end of this, roughly. I mean, pretty much at the end. Codex compliant linen cloth, Titus. The codex does not support your stone gray linen cloth. Whew. It's a bit of a tight fit there. Don't know how I'm gonna get that other area. Gorilla Man is finished now, actually. I need to take a picture of him and post it on Discord, which I will hopefully remember today. Because I'm painting my quote-unquote essential models that I'm playing in a tournament. I just got to varnish these 3 guys and then I'm done. Well, you know, besides the basic stuff, I always say that I'm done, but I do want to do basing. So outside of basing, they're done in terms of paint color. I'm just letting them dry real quick, and then I'm going to varnish them and then call it. But there's still, I got so many more models I still have to paint. I did a pretty decent job at the flaming sword, by the way. I had 3 iterations of it. I did it the way I normally paint it, and then I tried to, layer it, and I didn't like it, so I ended up scrapping the sword. I dipped it in, LA Totally Awesome, and it took some parts of the shoulder with it too, but I easily fixed that. And then I used, essentially this stuff I had to slow dry, medium, because for some odd reason the air around where I paint just sucks all the water out. Like I topped this off like it's water all over the place. Now it's barely in the water there. So this is actually a mixture of the slow dry and distilled water. I think it's about a 50-50 mix, or maybe 75 slow dry, 25 distilled water. I think that was the acceptable ratio. So now is the matte varnish. So after this, I'm calling it. It turned out fairly decent, actually. I'm a bit surprised, but not the best, not perfect. But you know, my standard is not perfect. My standard is okay, and it's pretty close to okay. So I'm happy. I'm good with it. I don't want to scrap it again. I still gotta do some decals if I can find the rest of my other decals too. Alright. Let's do this boy first. Get this guy ready. Are you on Discord? I don't know if you are or aren't. There's no real requirements to be on it. It's just mostly people posting pictures of stuff and me updating my picture, I guess, big guys. Kind of weird to paint this guys without a base. So I'm gonna have to maybe try it this way. Yeah, this might work. No, I usually post it with a 6-hour timer. But yeah, I should post it again soon here. Let me varnish up these guys and I'll post it in chat. I'll make sure I don't forget though. Make sure I get every nook and cranny because the varnish does change the color a little bit. Makes it into a interesting color of a blue. Wow, this beat sounds familiar. At least we're off Eminem though. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now if I can find, there we go. All I have to do is feet a little bit later. So this is the last of the models that I'm currently playing, the current list anyway. I want these guys because I want a rear end threat and also objective, you know, to do objectives and stuff. But it's more of trying to keep some of his forces out of the middle while my force pushes the middle. And plus these things can deep strike within 3 inches. It's kind of crazy. And that's for free too. You don't need a stratagem to deep strike within 3 inches. Sure, I get everything covered. Alright, and for the last guy. I might need a little bit more. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna grab the link real quick. Alright. Open up Discord. Gotta do their toes, then I'm officially done with them. Just gotta let them dry and then put them up for transportation. And Discord is updating, of course. Let's see. People. Alright, going in the chat. Alright. Time to close that for the night. And alright. Go ahead. I may. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll try. While they're on the base. Just gotta be gentle. Ooh. Oh, my man, I guess. Gotta be gentle. Oh. Oh yeah, I saw. Alright. Okay, he is completely done. Next guy. Ah, this is the captain for sure. Nope, it's not. I thought he's the one with the troubled feet. Trying to be gentle so I don't knock him off the base. Although this one's a bit troublesome. He is literally on the freaking. Okay, he is done. Uh-oh. I think the music is out. Well, almost just in time. So I'm gonna call it right here too. I'll go ahead and kind of say my outro. I try to stream every day around 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and try to stream for at least an hour. But today it seems like I streamed for 2 hours because I wanted these guys done before the tournament, because I won't be able to paint tomorrow and I won't be streaming tomorrow. Can't remember if that's the new sword or not though. Hold on, let me take a look at it. There should be 3 iterations on there of the sword. So I'll be streaming tomorrow because I have a tournament early in the morning, so I'll be going to sleep. And then the next day, I think I should be back to the normal streaming. So let me take a look at that sword real quick. Can't remember if that's the updated one or not. I think it is though. I think it is. Yeah, it is. I see some mistake a little bit, but I think it's perfectly acceptable. I think I actually made a little bit more adjustments to it, so there's another iteration. But I don't know if it'll be able to show on there or not. But anyways, I'll pause right here. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, the stand down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.